26 contestants from across Europe will take to the stage in the Ukrainian capital, Kiev, in Saturday's final. It also includes the little-known European nations of Australia and Israel. The event is known for being as much about politics as it is about music. Now, Ukraine have banned the Russian entry from this year's show over a 2015 performance in Crimea that was annexed by Russia. Well, joining me now is the Eurovision commentator, Ben Royston. Hello to you, Ben. So, of course, this show, as I said, is more about the politics than the music. What are you looking forward to in this evening's event?
I think this evening's event has got some really good songs. I think the music is going to win out over politics tonight. The whole Ukraine-Russia thing is settled as far as Eurovision's concerned. And I think we're going to be looking at 4 or 5 songs competing to win Eurovision tonight.
Eurovision brings peace to Crimea. So which songs will you be looking at for this year, Ben?
Well, Italy has been the runaway favourite for a long time, but Portugal caught them in the betting last night, and it could be a big battle between Italy and Portugal. Portugal have never finished in the top 5 at Eurovision in 53 years. So if they do manage to win tonight, it's going to be pretty special for Portugal. But Bulgaria, Israel, even the United Kingdom has an outside chance. So it's going to be an interesting show tonight.
Well, Portugal did win the European Football Championship, didn't they? So maybe they got a chance in the singing. Now, you mentioned the UK there. Of course, Britain is pulling out of Europe. Britain never does very well anyway. They seem to get sort of criticised by everyone across the continent. What chance have they got now that they're actually leaving the bloc?
I think they've got quite a good chance tonight, because I don't think Europe criticises the United Kingdom at Eurovision. I think it criticises the United Kingdom's recent entries at Eurovision, which really haven't been very good. When the UK does send a good song, it tends to do quite well. So I think you're going to see the United Kingdom in the top 6 tonight. And of course, less than half of the countries participating tonight are actually members of the European Union. So I don't think Brexit is going to be the cause of any British woes at Eurovision tonight.
We do wait to see if that happens, Ben. Now, just explain something to me. This is the Eurovision Song Contest. Why are Israel and Australia involved?
Because to be in the Eurovision Song Contest, the broadcaster from the country has to be a member of the European Broadcasting Union, which is why countries like Israel, Australia, Azerbaijan, Armenia and Georgia can enter. So as long as they're a member of the European Broadcasting Union, they're allowed to enter Eurovision. And to be honest, Australia's probably been the standout country of the last 3 years. They came so close to winning it last year, and Israel have won it 3 times.
What is still the allure of this contest? We have singing contests on Saturday night television across the world, and this yearly spectacle. Why do people still love these singing competitions so much, Ben?
Well, I think Eurovision is the granddaddy of all these televised competitions. It's been going for 63 years. A lot of X Factor winners and Voice winners try and enter Eurovision. In fact, this year, you have an Australian X Factor winner representing Australia and an Australian Voice winner representing Denmark. So it's going to be interesting to see whether the Australian Voice or the Australian X Factor does better tonight.
And my final question then, if these artists had any talent, surely they'd just be outside in the real world, making money, being on iTunes. Isn't it just like the sort of the B League that gets to compete at the Eurovision?
Well, it depends if you class ABBA and Celine Dion as the B League, because Eurovision has created some global talent.
That was a long. Celine Dion and ABBA were quite a long time ago. Who's come out of it recently?
Well, I think Italy's entry this year, Francesco Gabbani, is making waves across Europe, and he's a real breakout star this year. Anya for Denmark as well, massive talent. You're probably going to hear a lot of her in the European pop charts this summer. Okay. Well, so yeah, there's some big names in there tonight that you'll hear again.
Okay, well, enjoy it, Ben. Thanks for joining us.